Hello and welcome back to Fairhead. So, after reading a few comments and things like that over the past couple of episodes, I've decided we're going to go and pick some stones out of the two fields that we ploughed. But also, I've been looking into Maize Plus and what the cows need. And we need an arable field. So I've been looking at the prices of some of the fields around us. This one's got a really nice entrance, should be plenty of space to get in and out with a combine harvester. So we're actually going to get a loan and buy this field. It is £78,000, field 10 on the map. Yep, 78,800. So we're going to get a loan for 100,000, if I can remember where it is. Yep. So borrow 100,000. And the reason we're doing that as well is because we can actually rent the equipment we're going to need throughout this season to get this harvested and everything. And the idea is to buy this, get it ploughed up today. I'll use Courseplay to do that while we're doing some stone picking and replanting the grass fields. And then in April we'll be able to plant maize in here, because the cows will eat maize, or corn should I say. And we can even use half of it, because this is a big field, that we could actually do half of it as whole crop silage as well. So it's actually a 2-for-1 sort of deal. So we are going to now buy this field. Yeah. There you go. So we're going to get the rock picker back to the farm. The Ford can pull this, no problem. We'll attach the plough back to this class, and I'll go through setting Courseplay up on it as well. So let's get this back to the farm first. Shouldn't take a few seconds because it's only around the corner here. I would have bought field 2 next to us there, but the access to it is just horrendous. Eventually we will buy it as probably just a grass field, but for now I think that field that we've just purchased is pretty much spot on for what we want. So let's get this well out of the way so we've got space to get past it, and the Ford is up here as well. So let's get that unattached. That's the wrong button. Yeah. So the first thing we'll do, like I said, is get this on Courseplay straight in a field. God, I'm terrible at reversing. Let's try that again. Excellent. So we'll pick that up, fold it up, then we can actually get this straight to the field, and like I say, we can get Courseplay on doing that. And while we're actually going to the field, I'll let you know I have just ordered a joystick for having a go. I've been told it's a lot easier to use the telehandlers and things like that with a joystick. So once it arrives, I will give it a go and report back and let you know what it's like. It's an old one. It's a Logitech something or other. It only costs 15 quid from local game store, so, but it's worth a go, especially for that sort of money. So let's get this worker in here. Get this gate open. Yeah. So setting Courseplay up through the menu is really quite simple. He wants to go anti-clockwise, but actually we might get him to set up from the centre of the field. Okay, so you go into the Courseplay menu, whoops, click the vehicle you want, create job, then across to CP fieldwork. Start point's absolutely fine, first waypoint, and then it's open course generator, one tool, field center up and down, Rows to skip. We don't need it to skip rows. Okay. Working with, yeah, multiple tools. Number of headlands. Quite a few on this, but we're actually going to start from the centre. If it will let me. Start work on centre. And then it's literally just a case of hitting enter, generate course. Then you can close that and start job. And hopefully the worker should drive to the start arrow and get on with it. So we'll just watch him, make sure he actually gets to the point where he needs to start. And then we'll move on to doing our jobs, which are stone picking and seeding grass back into our 2 grass fields. This might take this quite some time to do. The reason I'm not doing it is because it is such a big field, and recording and time-lapsing ploughing something this size without a really big setup might be a little bit long-winded, shall we say. So yeah, he's going to be going sort of straight from here. Make sure he's doing the work he needs to. Might do 2 or 3 loops until he's got a decent amount of space where it needs to actually work from. Yep, that looks like it's working absolutely fine. So we'll leave the worker to it and we'll just come back and check on it periodically. So we'll jump out of the tractor view. We'll run down here to the gate, get it closed so it doesn't get stuck on that. And then we'll jump in the Ford, get the stone picker, and pick up the stones out of our 2 fields that we ploughed last time. Beautiful. Right, to the Ford. We'll drop the spreader in here. That was the wrong vehicle. There we go. That gets very close to that actually. So we'll pick up, like I said, the stone picker now. A little bit more. Beautiful, about there. And that should be it. Yep. Alright, we'll do this first, this field in front of us first, because it's closest. And then, after we've done both of these fields, we will have to go and pick up a seeder of some sort. It's a shame really that I can't get something that is a seeder and planter so that we'll be able to do the corn in the next in-game month, but that is something we'll have to rent for now. We aren't made of money and I don't want to keep making a habit of lending and borrowing. Right, can we get in here now? No problem, he says, and still hits a gate. Excellent. Right, and we are now stone picking. There's not really many stones in these fields. Really, we could have got away with rolling, but it was suggested to me by a few viewers, so why not? I've not actually done much in the way of stone picking in any of my videos to date, so it's something a little bit different. Let's get a bit closer to that. as you can see, it's picked up 24 litres of stone so far. Whoops. Oh dear me. Yeah, I am now stuck forever. Okay, so we're back. I had to reset the stone picker because it decided it just was going to be well and truly stuck at that fence. So, there was that. It was very awkward. I'm just going to stay away from fences. But, yeah. So, the less said about that, the better, really. I say I'm going to try and stay away from fences. I don't know if I'll be able to stay away from the fence or not. Kind of have to go over there. But we'll come back down the opposite way in a bit. There we go. Stay away from it. Then it can't catch me. Good. Right. So like I say, I had to reset the vehicle, so I lost the whole 25 litres of stones that were in there. But they're not actually going to bring any money in. So that's fine. And also, while that was happening, it sort of didn't just rain, it poured. The courseplay got stuck. So I ended up having to... I have to turn this round out here. I ended up having to just set the class off on a worker with the plough, and then we'll just have to finish it off later. So we'll go the opposite way around to what we've just been now, when I can get in the field. So we'll actually go this way this time. Right. So we'll turn that one on. So I'll try and get these two fields stones all picked up, and I'll be back with you in a few moments. Enjoy.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.
Okay, so we're coming to an end of rock picking these two fields, and what a job. It's not easy on this map, to say the least. I'm not going to do that corner up there because I just won't get in and out. So we'll just say we'll have got the majority of the stones by the time we've done this bit, and that up there. And once we roll anyway, that'll roll the stones back into the ground, while there's not really that many big ones about. I should say 400 and something litres. I don't know why they're measuring stones in litres. Okay. 450 odd litres. Probably not even going to hit 500. So you could tell there wasn't many there. Now it did say that the worker had finished in the field. Now I'm going to doubt that very much. It's quite a big field. It's slightly funny shape, so we might have to start it off in another point just to get as much done as possible with the worker while we get on with seeding these fields in, which will be a much more pleasant job than doing this. Okay, so that is the stone picking. I'd say done, but it's not really done, is it? To the best of my lack of ability, and I've done it again. Can we get this through here? We got it in, so surely we can get it out. You know what? I'm just going to return it from here. Right, so. And I'm just going to put that back down to a bad job. Yeah. So, first thing we need to do is go and check on our new field that we've got the worker in. It's done quite a chunk of it by the looks of the map there. You can just see the corner of field 3. But there's still quite a lot to do, I think, looking at it. So, oh god, there is still a lot to do. It's okay, it can get finished. So we'll plonk the Ford on the side here, and we'll move it to a different point just to start. Where is it? There. It's actually not done a bad job at all. Let's get you about there. Get started with it. Yeah, and we'll be rolling this field. I won't be stone picking this one. So hopefully the worker can continue on with this field for a fair bit of time. While we sit there, we need a seeder. Now, I was thinking of getting a weeder slash seeder. It's just so that we've got it for both points. We can weed and obviously use it for seeding grass in. So, where are they? It's great technology. Heads. Weeders. So it's like this one here. It's got a really good working width. That one doesn't seed, does it? No, it doesn't. That is just a, literally just a, that one. I believe will seed. So we'll actually buy that, because that might come in handy in the long run. So we'll leave the worker on this. Hopefully it doesn't get into too much trouble, and we'll go and pick up the weeder slash seeder. I'll be back in just a minute with that. Okay, so I'm actually back with the weeder slash seeder. We're going to be seeding these grass fields in, and every now and then, like I say, we might need to jump over to the worker that's ploughing that field. Quite a lot of it has been done now, but I need to move it over towards the top end of the field in a few minutes, and hopefully then it won't leave too much work for me to do later on. Another thing I've been thinking about, again due to what some people have said in comments, was it's a shame that this map doesn't have an outside pasture for cows. So what I'm considering is the grass field at the top of the cliff up there. I'm actually thinking we can utilise that, put a fence around it and put an open pasture in, and then move the cows in summer, sort of from May onwards, up there. We'd still have to feed them and whatnot, but it sort of makes sense in a way. They'll be out, it'll be a bit more realistic. This is doing a terrible job. I'll move it up to the top end of the field, so hopefully it does a bit more. So let's get that turned over. Get this worker back on this. Over here. There we go. So yeah, we can get on with this, but let me know what you think if I put an open pasture up there and move the cows through. I think that would look really good actually, having the cows up there. Just make sure I fence it off, because it would be silly to let them roam on the side of a mountain like that. So let's turn this on, and this is seeding in nicely. And we didn't do too bad. There's not too many stones in this patch that we left, and like I say, we can always roll it in as well, which isn't an issue. So get to a point here. And what I might do now, because I've been thinking about it as well, is put canola in the other small field, and then again, I don't think I can at this time of year, thinking about it. No, I can't. So it will be grass. Never mind. So there you go. Right, I'll get these done, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, so that is both fields seeded with grass. Now, they definitely need nitrogen's okay, pH value is still bad, so they might actually need more lime. So at the moment it's 106%. With some rolling that'll go up. With some lime and fertiliser that should go up again. So hopefully we can beat the 113. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, there you go. Right, so we'll plonk this in the main yard rather than up on top. We don't spend much time going in here. I'm sure we can find a space to put this. I'll need to move that roller out the way fairly soon. I wonder if I open this, we can get it in here. Just about. Yeah, look at that, more storage. Right, let's go and see how this work is actually done. Terribly. Right, you need to be going the other way. Come on. Right, we'll give the worker one more chance. And while we do that, we may as well go and get the sprayer. It's full of herbicide, we need to empty that. I will have to have a tidy up in here at some point very soon, so I'm just going to empty it here, if I don't remember the button. It won't let me do it there. Let's see. Unload I. Fantastic. Where did that actually go to? Who knows? It didn't unload it all anyway. There you go. Right. So we've got some fertilizer behind us there. We're going to go and get some of that. That is herbicide. Why is that herbicide? There we go. Right, I will fill this up and I'll see you at the fields. Hopefully we can actually get some more in. Right, so we're unfolding the fertilizer sprayer in the first field. This should be a really quick, simple job. For these fields, it's quite a wide working width and these are very, very small fields. So, get about there. See how this looks. Well, it's applying it. Once we get up to the top there, we'll turn it off and we'll see what it looks like then for yield values. So here it's 116, 115, here it's 116. So yeah, I think probably rolling and rolling, liming should sort that out. Right. I will get this finished off and I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, so that is both of these fertilised. Once this is folded up, I'll check again what this field's saying. So we know this was limed already. Yeah, it still needs more. And again, needs rolling, which is absolutely fine. We do have more lime available to us. We have a tractor that can spray it, spread it even. So I think we need to go and check again on how that worker's doing, because it decided not to carry on again, and it looks like I'm going to have to do it myself. So we'll plonk this over here. Let's go over to the class tractor. Yeah, fortunately there's not too much of it to do now, so I'll probably end up doing all of this myself, which again isn't too much of an issue. So yeah, I will cut to when this is ploughed. I'm not going to time-lapse ploughing all this, it might take some time. And I will see you in just a moment through the magic of editing. Okay, so as you can see over there, just at the top, that field is now completely ploughed. Yay! So that saves us having to work in there on the next in-game day. Let's get them hydraulics off, let's get the plough off, so that is done. So we have, all we need to do now is a bit more lime on 2 small fields, which we can do at the beginning of the next episode, which is not a problem. and then it'll be into getting the corn in the ground in the large field, ready to do some maize silage, not whole crop like I said before. And yeah, so that'll be absolutely spot on. But that is all I've got time for today. If you like the episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to let me know what you think about the idea of maybe having the cows out at summer. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time for more on Farming Simulator 22 on Fairhead. Goodbye.